it's a very San Francisco-centric record. So we made the record about a 10-minute walk from my house. And the first day of recording, there was 5 of us, 5 dudes. And we were in the studio, and we were like, let's go get lunch. So we break for lunch, and we go down 1 block and take a left. And we go to this diner, and we walk in, and there's this waitress who is just very powerful. That's the best way I can put it. We walk in, and there's a waitress who's tattooed pretty much from head to toe. And she looks like the kind of person that, like, if somebody slapped her ass as they walked by and were like, honey, I need more coffee, she would, like, break their arm. And then she'd beat the shit out of them with their own arm. She was very powerful, and she was very beautiful, and she was very tattooed, and so, of course, all of us became immediately, like, we fell deeply head over heels in love. So we sat down at the table, and she comes to our table, and she goes, oh, hey guys, how are you? Super nice, right? Like, she looks all pissed off, and then she gets to the table, she's like, hey, how are you guys doing? And we're like, pretty. She's like, can I get you something to eat? We're like pointing at the menu because we can't talk. So we go back there every day for like 6 weeks. We took maybe a day or 2 off a week because we didn't want her to think that we were psychotic and like wanted to wear her skin. But like we went a lot, and she was super nice always. And one day, Mike, who's one of the producers of the record, I was writing this next song, and he goes, man, you're so in love with the waitress. We gotta write a song about her. He's from Boston, where I grew up, and he's like, Maddie, we gotta write a song about the waitress. And I was like, Mike, I'm not gonna write a song about a woman who works a 10-minute walk from where I live. Because if that sucks, that's like restraining order territory. And he's like, but we love her so much. And I was like, all right, Mike, here's the deal. I'll write a song about her, but I'll only write it from the perspective of like what she in my imagination would do if they could get together. So I'm not even really there. So if shit gets weird, I just say that's just my id, and has nothing to do with me. This person you see. It's the suppressed me. So we write the song. She used to wear this vintage Van Halen 1984 concert shirt. And it was fucking, had an eagle, like, you know, she looked like she listened to, like, you know, and so I wanted to write the song called Girl in the Van Halen 1984 concert t-shirt. That's a shitty title. It's really bad. So I decided that she looked like the kind of person who liked the band The Kinks. Do you remember The Kinks? 60s and 70s and 80s. Kinks were kind of badasses. They didn't take any shit. Are you wearing a Kinks shirt? That's awesome. And so are you. Kinks shirts all around. So anyway, so I pretended that she was wearing a Kinks shirt. I called the song Girl in a Kinks Shirt because the Kinks were kind of punky and they didn't take any shit, and she was kind of punky and didn't take any shit. I thought, creatively, that's perfect. Long story longer. I say to Mike, whatever you do, do not tell the beautiful tattooed waitress that I wrote a song about her because I do not want to scare her. And he says, no problem. Last day of recording, we're really gonna miss you guys, she says. I'm sorry that it has to end. And Mike goes, we wrote a song about you. So I fucking like split. I was like, I'm out of here. And I thought to myself, you know, she doesn't listen to this kind of wimpy, sissy music. She listens to Sepultura and Slayer. She doesn't listen to, you know. So she's never gonna hear this song, so I'm safe. I can go back to this diner, no problem. If I can dodge the bullet there. You're shaking your head, I know. I'm with you. So then, fast forward about a month and a half, the record comes out, USA Today calls me, they're doing this great story, and the guy on the paper says, the guy on the paper, like he's pooping. The guy from the paper says to me, Matt Nathanson, I love that song Kinks Shirt. What's that about? So I tell him, beautiful tattooed waitress. And then I might have told him the name and address of the place she worked. I did it in like more of a Yelp way. Like if you're ever in San Francisco, you should go to blah, 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 blah. So he prints it in the paper with a description of her. Now you're shaking your head a lot. You're like, fucking guy, you're in trouble. The deepest kind of shit. She didn't look like a USA Today reader to me. She looked more like a Guns and Ammo, you know, that kind of shit. Maybe like Alaskan Men. But not USA Today, so I thought, safe, she's never gonna see it, she doesn't read USA Today, awesome. End of story. Nope. About 2 months later, the record's out, and this woman tweets me on the tweet machine. And she says, hey Matt Nathanson, I'm in San Francisco and I'm doing a tour of your beautiful city and I'm using your album, Last of the Great Pretenders, as a map. Because my record lyrically, I'm sure you all have it, I'm sure it's changed your fucking lives. I'm just kidding, that was sarcastic. So anyway, but all the lyrics are about San Francisco. They're about San Francisco neighborhoods. There's a lot of San Francisco in these songs. I didn't mean for it to happen, but it is. So she said, I'm in San Francisco and I'm doing a tour of San Francisco using your lyrics. So I said, oh, that's not fucking weird at all. And spooky. So I'm like, but that's cool, let me see. And I open it up and she's like, look, this is me at Chrissy Field. That last song talks about Chrissy Field, so she's at Chrissy Field. Then about an hour and a half, 2 hours later, I check the Twitter machine again, and she's, I say, where is that crazy? Half thinking she's gonna end up in my backyard. Petting my cat, like I'm gonna open the door. And so she's like, so she goes, oh, it's just another one. Look, I'm at 9th and Irving, you know, picture of her at the crossroads of 9th Street and Irving. And so I go, oh, this is fun. I put the phone down. End of the day, I'm like, let me see where that woman is. So I pick up the phone and I flip through my tweets and I see this one. Oh, there she is. It says, hey, Matt Nathanson, look who we found. Totally like this. I'm like, oh, shit. So I go to push the button and I push it. I'm like, please don't be who I think it is. And it's fucking spinning wheel, spinning wheel, spinning wheel. Opens up this picture. It's the woman like this. And she's got her arm around the beautiful tattooed waitress. Who's like this. So anyway, this is a song about a woman who doesn't really know that I'm in love with her, but now kind of does, and probably thinks I want to, like, put her in a well, and tuck my penis between my legs, and be like, reports the fucking lotion in the basket or just the hose. What's that lotion? Am I pretty? Alright, this is Kinks Shirt.